Ah, the 90s, when some of animation's greatest villains came to life. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cartoon villains of the 1990s.
I want a nice clean game, gentlemen.
That'll be a first.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For our series on villains from animated series, we'll be looking at characters that left an impact on kids of a certain decade. In this case, that means the villainy of the 90s. While he may have had many of his highlights in the 90s, we still consider the Shredder to be an 80s villain, so he won't be making the cut.
You haven't seen the last of me, mutants!
In addition, despite their awesomeness, we won't be including any anime villains like Frieza or Team Rocket.
They should welcome Team Rocket.
Well, we'll teach them to respect that name.
Number 10. Magneto, X-Men.
The years have been kind to you, Charles. A pity they haven't brought you wisdom.
Fighting for mutant supremacy, no matter the cost. This archenemy of the X-Men has made it his life's mission to save mutant kind from oppression by overthrowing humanity.
What chance does a mutant have tried by normal humans?
While Magneto's methods are often violent and cruel, it's hard not to sympathize with the man's motivations, as he only wants to create a better world for his people.
Today begins a new world for all of us. A world where we needn't hide in corners and crawl in fear.
Although he's often forced to work with our heroes to take down bigger threats like Apocalypse, Magneto's ruthlessness firmly cements him as a villain. A sympathetic villain, but a villain nonetheless.
The humans must be crushed, and I have the power to do it.
Number 9. Negaduck, Darkwing Duck. The terror that flaps in the night may be an unconventional and goofy superhero, but there's nothing playful about his Negaverse counterpart. Darkwing may have the likes of Bushroot and Megavolt to contend with, but when it comes to sheer megalomania, Negaduck cannot be beaten. With an abject hatred for his heroic equivalent, Negaduck solves all his problems using the most violent means possible, which often involves the use of chainsaws and shotguns. He manages to make an entire universe his personal playground, and is quite possibly the foulest duck anyone has ever seen.
Let's tear up the town!
Number 8. Dr. Robotnik, Sonic the Hedgehog.
We're home, Clark. I do miss the beauty of this place when I'm away.
The first Dr. Robotnik from the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog series was a goofy character that was played for laughs. But this second and much darker incarnation was downright diabolical.
It means, Hedgehog, that your days as a freedom fighter are over.
That evil makeover was matched by an equally sinister voice, both of which ensured that no one could mistake him for anything but the twisted genius he claimed to be. When he said he wanted to crush that pesky blue hedgehog, viewers were inclined to believe him. With an endless amount of robots at his command, this version of the big bad from the original Sega games definitely gave Sonic a run for his money.
I despise that miserable hedgehog, Clark. Despise him with all my metallic heart.
Number 7. Megabyte Reboot.
Open him now.
Open him? As in operate?
What happens if you take the irresistibly evil voice of Judge Frollo and give him a CGI body? You get a villain so badass that he still manages to strike fear into the hearts of fans, despite the series' out-of-date graphics. As a virus, this psychopathic piece of code only has one mission in life: to corrupt and dominate all of Mainframe.
Command Com, initiate program. Erase.
Proven to be utterly unforgiving with a devious sense of humor, Megabyte's character is made all the more slick by Tony Jay's signature vocal talent, as he can make even the most diabolical of programs extra suave. Add to that the fact that he's able to dish out some serious punishment with his bare hands, and you have one memorable villain.
Come now, Fong. Spare yourself the pain.
Number 6. Megatron, Beast Wars Transformers.
Now, obliterate them!
While the original Megatron stole the show as the greatest villain of the 80s, his Jurassic reimagining as a transforming T-Rex in the popular Beast Wars series deserves high praise as well.
Isn't that right, Scorponok?
the leader of the Predacons. This diabolical transformer leads the battle against the Maximals on a prehistoric Earth. Known for his devilish wit and fondness for quoting Shakespeare, his bitter rivalry with Optimus Primal is as epic as anything from the original Transformers series of the 80s. With an array of devastating weapons, visually striking transformations, and tons of brilliant quotes, this mechanical beast is truly worthy of the name Megatron.
Cry havoc, and let's slip the dogs of war!
Number 5. Lex Luthor, Superman, the animated series.
Well, I don't know what you thought you heard out there, but I know what you can prove, and it's nothing.
Who could possibly be the Man of Steel's greatest foe? Well, the world's smartest man is a good place to start. With a genius-level intellect and billions of dollars at his disposal, Lex Luthor is a man who believes that mankind needs a human to lead them towards greatness, as opposed to an alien demigod.
Say something!
I'll be watching you, Luthor.
Forever on a quest for power, he's certainly not afraid of funding the criminal element of Metropolis for his own personal gain. Conniving, brilliant, and an expert manipulator, he'd happily burn down the entire world just for the chance to bring the last son of Krypton to his knees.
We'll need to test it out on Superman himself. See that it's in my office within the hour.
Number 4. Mojo Jojo, the Powerpuff Girls.
I wasn't born a supervillain temp with an oversized brain, you know.
The colorful trio of Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup has a whole rogues gallery of memorable enemies that could have made this list. But none was quite as entertaining as this super intelligent, super evil monkey. What you see is what you get with Mojo Jojo. He lives in an observatory, which is stuck on top of a volcano, and he dreams of world domination. With a brain so big that it actually sticks out of his head, this villainous monkey has quite the knack for building giant doomsday machines that can even put the Powerpuffs in their place.
He fired. It was coming at me, and I jumped. Smash!
Number 3. Sheldon J. Plankton, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Ah! You blasted barnacle head! Hi.
He may be smaller than everything else under the sea, but you won't find a better source of rage, insanity, and laughter than this pint-sized organism.
Only aggressive people conquer the world!
Owner of the Chum Bucket, Plankton's single goal in life is to steal the Krabby Patty formula from his business rival Mr. Krabs, so his restaurant can become a rousing success, leaving the Krusty Krab in his dust.
You weak-minded fool!
Sadly, his plans always fail, which often just sends him into further spirals of madness and aggression, which you have to admit is often the highlight of any episode. An unappreciated shell of a sea creature with a size complex, may Plankton never change.
Yes! Yes! Come to Papa! Oh boy.
Number 2. The Joker, Batman, the animated series. This may not be the first time that the Clown Prince of Crime graced the small screen, but to this day, many still believe this to be the definitive incarnation of the iconic Batman villain. A murderous psychopath never seen without his trademark smile and laugh, this clown only exists to bring anarchy and pain to Gotham City.
Who says crime doesn't pay?
Obsessed with trying to bring down Batman, the Joker raised the bar for villains everywhere with the depravity of his crimes, the genuine fear he instilled in us, and the mental war he waged on Batman to try and push him over the edge. Throw in the now legendary voice work of Mark Hamill, and you have an animated character for the ages.
Rightio!
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Here is tonight's plan. Fact. With the ever-increasing global domination of the British Empire, the surest way to rule the world is to become Prime Minister.
Number 1. Mr. Burns, The Simpsons.
I will wreak a terrible vengeance on this city. No one will be spared. No one!
A chilling vision of things to come.
For over 30 years, this skeletal, heartless millionaire has served as resident antagonist for all the citizens of Springfield, USA. Whether it's random acts of organized violence, theft, bribery, manipulation, or pretty much any other criminal activity under the sun, Charles Montgomery Burns has done it several times over.
I've got a monopoly to maintain. I own the electric company and the waterworks, plus the hotel on Baltic Avenue.
That hotel's a dump and your monopoly is pathetic.
He can be downright intimidating or pathetically hilarious all within the span of one episode. And he clearly never fails to entertain. Sideshow Bob may be a fan favorite, but Burns is a threat to all of Springfield, maybe even the entire world, while Bob only ever has eyes for Bart. What is there to say except that our #1 villain is nothing if not excellent?
Go!
Ooh, you'll get yours.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.